streets all crawl with people, stores and debris on the floor. We sweep up and at the cathedral walls. This city's laws are in need that we hold. Freedom calls, soldiers are massing and stacking the ammunition deep in the court. Standing in ranks, these tattered banners and flags, enacting a massacre. The assassins see us and leave from the walls, unsure what the August decree did at all. Are you sure the Bastille didn't fall? We should rally morale and proceed with the war. Locks and shot, the drawbridge drops, the raucous flock and the reach in the courts, ignoring the shots. Meat for the slaughter, bleed on the floor, just weak in the gore. Dance a lot to the same culottes for yanking off the breaches of war, breaching the walls, the windows leak to the floor, and then smoke screening before defeating the bourgeois with a claw. I'm sure we've seen this before. Better catch and dispatch him, or that matchstick will blast his bash into ashes. Absent of actions, a burning mistake. Shout to my back as I'm turning away. The earliest grave is the turn of your fate. Courtesy of the dear third estate. Alouette, gentil alouette, alouette, je te plumerai, je te plumerai la tête, je te plumerai la tête, et la tête, et la tête, je te plumerai la tête. The blade of the guillotine drops, I look at my watch, then put in my pocket and hurry. I've got to run in and stop my unlucky targets and come into harm. I'm trembling under the chopping block while onlookers watching numbers and shot. Back to the back streets in the cobble, no palaces, traps, dream of a hovel. Run on the action, go powder blasting, push past the crowds and leap up a shot wall. 2 hops and I'm on a rooftop, move to a new spot and then I'll soon drop. Assess the scene, eagle-eyed, who needs to bleed, who needs to die? You need to read between the lines and move the bleating sheep aside. This is the reason why I made the decision to leave aside. Then Reaper and Shiva side and cleave and leave the pride and the need to breathe or even be alive. At least you see I need to find at least, cause she gives me a reason to be at least on life as we unite. Alouette, gentil alouette, alouette, je te plumerai, je te plumerai la tête, je te plumerai la tête, et la tête, et la tête, je te plumerai la tête. Concerté, agilité, fraternité.
Dan Bull, Duggleby.
It's an assassin sea shanty to pass a neat brandy and raise a glass to my seafaring vigilante. Right lads, pack your bags and come aboard as we hoist the black flag. I said, right lads, pack your bags and come aboard as we hoist the black flag. Alright lads, I'm one of the only people who've heard Edward Kenway rap and lived to tell the tale. And now, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. He said, these aren't the high seas, they're my seas. It's likely you'll find me inciting to maritime crises. Plunder all the prizes from the skies to underwater thunderball, and then I'm back aboard in time for my tea. Tides are dicey, you're dicing with death like a diver fighting to rise for a breath. I'm a tycoon, taking lives like a typhoon, hypothesizing that you're probably dying quite soon. But at least in the meantime you can enjoy listening to my tune. It's an assassin sea shanty to pass a neat brandy and raise a glass to my seafaring vigilante. Right lads, pack your bags and come aboard as we hoist the black flag. I said, right lads, pack your bags and come aboard as we hoist the black flag. Look, I'm a canny one, scourge of the 7 seas, sink anyone's galleon to murder my enemies. Whether he's been stabbed in a back street or a vast sea attack by the black flag fleet. Kicking people in the ribs, I leap from ship to ship and clean the deck of crew as if I'm sweeping, never miss a bit. No need for cruise missiles, I wield dual pistols and rule this world from Kingston to Bristol. So you better make headway for Edward Kenway, or I'll hit you hard enough to send you to next Wednesday. I make the hardest seafaring men say, get away from this fella if you treasure your gems. They say that he ranks amongst the most clever of the gentlemen adventurers, without measure. He spends half his time looking for exotic treasure, the other half lusting for erotic pleasure. Right lads, pack your bags and come aboard as we hoist the black flag. I said, right lads, pack your bags and come aboard as we hoist the black flag. From England to Kingston to New Holland, he's a looting, shooting, Henry Footin' Rollins.
Dan Bull, Duggleby.
Run up on her for the mucking on, gonna pull a stone cold stunner. Run quicker than a bullet from a gunner. Once again I'm undercover, repping for the brotherhood, stepping out there with a cord. Never forgotten any friends, I never take another look. soars as the people fall. However, he ignores all your feeble walls. He will steal a horse, speed the steed across, clean between your forces and beat them all. In a free-for-all, they seem to gore, and nothing but another with the heathen law. From Florentine streets to Venetian waters, the whispers persist of a secret order. And whether or not you believe it's all good, either way I'll proceed, keep wreaking trauma. You never make it on a fall, I never run a laws. When I'm on a warpath, my tomahawk's always respond to fall for an onslaught. A monstrous proportions, you're gonna fall done for. Human to hunt for, dropping to the roof, never knocking on the front door. What, you want more, or do you want war? I've been around for long, or the wrong for cunner, and now I'm gonna run up on her for the mucking, I'm gonna pull a stone cold stunner. Run a quicker than a bullet from a gunner. Once again I'm undercover, repping for the brotherhood, stepping out there with a cud. Never gotten any friends and never take another look. I'm an assassin, one with a passion for innovative rapping, dropping the fast. You're probably having a problem to follow the caption. Said I'm an assassin, one with a passion for innovative rapping, dropping the fast. You're probably having a problem to follow the caption. I combat colonialism, we're owning the rhythm. I know the world doesn't owe me a living, so throw me a bone and I'll cause pandemonium with it. Ignoring Newtonian physics, forget opprobrium critics who go with baloney below to the same place. I take fakes, phonies and mimics, no need for gimmicks. Cynic to me need a mo with my lyrics. Do you need me to explain that I'm lyrically spraying it? Sharper than the tip of any bayonet. I pack a hidden blade and I make you lay on it. With a minute men and red coats, it'll only take a minute at the very most till they're both dead ghosts. I dead both behead foes, still stocks and shares in lead roads. For Boston to New York, soul of an eagle aloft and a true hawk. And as I move through the frontier, the truth becomes clear. The future calls, I'm done here almost. I just got another little task and I won't tell if you don't ask. Because I'm an assassin, one with a passion for innovative rapping, dropping the fast. You're probably having a problem to follow the caption. Said I'm an assassin, one with a passion for innovative rapping, dropping the fast. You're probably having a problem to follow the captions.
Hi, I'm Dan Bull, and I made the previous rap video. You may notice that it contained a number of scenes of brutal violence. I don't condone violence in any form, unless it's absolutely hilarious.
Cause I'm an assassin, one with a passion, but when I'm with the rapping, not with the fast, you're probably having a problem to follow the captions. Call it hardcore, but hardcore. I make killing an art form. Death's cold, taste sweet as cart door. No need to start wars for a difference of opinion. Give me the name of your antagonist, I'll stick him in the ribs. Because I'm an assassin, one with a passion, but when I'm with the rapping, not with the fast, you're probably having a problem to follow the captions. I'm so ahead of my time, I'm probably rapping backwards. I'm a scholar of Latin with a master's in dispatching anybody that's hassling. One of my customers, I cut them up and chucked them up in a casket. What you've got to do is ask, and then I'll have grabbed them and then stabbed them in the abdomen that minute and be finished with the killing before you finish with asking. A bird of prey with Terminator's murder rate. I'm serving plate to pain up like a perverse buffet. Take you to the pearly gates, I'll impersonate a passerby. You wouldn't bat an eye until your circulation's pacified. So practiced I could account the crimes I perpetrated. How many spines of vertebrates I've snapped. My raps travel through sound and time, reverberate to generations, permeate my serenade, regurgitated through a nerd rapper's recitation to your earthly playlist. So I'd say this was a revelation. A revelation. A revelation. A revelation. A revelation. Tu culpa. Who's rapping? Overkeen. Dragons? I'm not overkeen. I'll dice them like a knife, slicing right through an aubergine. My dragon shout flow is sweeter than a soda stream. You won't believe your eyes, I'm like an overload of dopamine. A broadsword in one hand and a magic spell in the other. I'm the last of the dragonborn, there's no other, my brother, so run for cover. If you've got scales, then I'm on your tail, and I will not fail like a free-roaming sandbox game. I'm off the rails, I walk the trail through awful gales and storms of hail till all the nails are knocked into your coffin. I'll not stop until you're impaled, and I prevailed in the name of the North. I pray to the Lord, you all get a taste of the blade of my sword. I'm taking on hordes of enemies. I
facing with hordes of weaponry. The draining my force, the chemistry comes into play with retorts and recipes. Alchemixing like a DJ, restoration, restore my energy. My legacy, odyssey, elegy, prophecies written in heavenly bodies and buried with everybody that ever did bother to mess with me. Dead and I'm terribly, horribly, I'm a celebrity. Honestly, you're a wannabe, I'm a prodigy. The suggestion you're better than me at being a warrior? Ha! Comedy. It's a gift to me. I don't just spit flames lyrically, but literally. And the Elder Scrolls are scripts in which I've written your obituary. I am the Dragonborn, wearing a hat with badass horns. I'm Dovahkiin, no globally, you're nobody at all. The Dragonborn returns to life, with awful burning eyes, to the hidden fortress. The time has dawned to turn the tide, return the prince's daughter to the north across the water. Lean off my horse and slaughter all before I pick a side. Do I take on the demon form, beneath an evil storm? Feast on people's necks as if their heads atop a piece of corn? Or do I support the Dawn Guard and ward the heartless darkness? Your fallen carcass torn apart to ensure you're harmless. I walk forward regardless of the peril. Feral, my blades of glory will gore an elf, Will Ferrell. I've maxed the level cap stamina, medical help collected, everyday shouts successfully with myself. I worked a perk, turned the purse, spent my septims, and now I'm heading out. It's none of your concern, but nevertheless I can confirm that yes, I might become sunburned. My melanin's red as a white one sun-turned. When I ready my crossbow, your head will be redder than central Moscow. I use so many bolts, I get them wholesale from Costco. Action-packed with dragons smashing splashy patches, bats and axes, hacking you up haphazardly like medical malpractice. I am the Dragonborn, I still wear the hat with badass horns. I fought swarms, I forsworn hordes, and now I'm after more.
Tukulpe.
I've suffered cold nights, discovered old shrines dug in gold mines, won untold fights, knocked back whole pints of mulled wine, endeavored to climb and weather the heights till every dragon soul's mine, solved the civil war that split the soil like a fault line. But I'm getting bored, I've been in the borders of Skyrim for the whole time, so hold tight as we all ride into Solstheim. I'm the bold type, like the lines inside the black books. Open it up and it grabs and sucks you in, so take a last look at whatever you stepped in when treading ahead in this